Order. Amid a pan-India waqf land grab emergency, and with lakhs of temples still under the clutches of the state, the demand is clear. A body must be created to defend and reclaim historically owned lands of the Hindu community.
And this is our legitimate right, and we want, if there is a waqf board and other religious board, why not Sanatana board will be established in our country, though the main religion of our country is Sanatana.
A Sanatan dharma Sansad is set to be held in the national capital.
हम सबको ये दर्शाता है कि सनातनियों की पीड़ा जो मन में है वो हम चाहते हैं उस पीड़ा का निवारण हो, और 16 को जो सनातन धर्म संसद हो रही है उसके बाद में कोई ऐसा निर्णय निकले जिससे हम सनातनियों का दर्द समाप्त हो, सनातन बोर्ड का निर्माण हो.
Farmlands, national assets, and scores of sacred temples. Is it high time for a Sanatan board that will counter the waqf board's unchecked authority?
Viewers, tomorrow there is tomorrow a Dharma Sansad for a demand for a Sanatan board. With me in the debate, Mumtaz Alam Rizvi is with me tonight. Mumtaz Sahab, and to his left is he's an Islamic scholar and Haji Mehardeen Rangrez, AIMIM official spokesperson. Rangrez ji, namaskar. Idhar dekhiye Rangrez ji, is taraf aaj hum is taraf baithe. And on my right is Acharya Raj Mishra, Vedic Scholar, and Pawan Sinha, Hindu scholar. Pawan ji, is this a sustainable demand for a Sanatan board, or Sanatan board kyun? Why should there be one now?
Yes, it is definitely sustainable demand. The reason being that government is continuously acquiring most of the important temples, and we need that our money which is collected in the temple should be spent on the temple. There are many temples where we cannot pay to a pujari and to sweepers even. So we do not want official persons to be there, OSDs should be there. Hence, this is a very valid demand, and we all stand by it.
And is this is linked to waqf board? Why is this coming up at a time when waqf board is being discussed?
Actually, the very area of waqf board is very much different. They are acquiring the lands of other people, and we are asking for the development of Hindu Sanatan.
Okay. Let me get a response here. What is your position on the demand for a Sanatan board?
As an Indian Muslim,
yes,
we have no problem. The Sanatan board should be constituted, और ये बनना चाहिए मेरे ख्याल से, और किसी तरह की कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. मैं बार बार कह रहा हूँ, लेकिन ये सही आपने क्वेश्चन किया कि जब वक्फ बोर्ड की बात हो रही है, ये मामला पूरे देश में उठ रहा है, तब ऐसे वक्त में क्या ज़रूरत थी कि उसी वक्त जो है सनातन बोर्ड भी
कितनी नाइंसाफ़ी हो रही है, वक्फ बोर्ड कितनी नाइंसाफ़ी कर रहे हैं, इसलिए शायद हो रहा है. नहीं नाइंसाफ़ी हो रही है. कभी कोई आप बोलिए आचार्य जी, किसी मंदिर के ज़मीन को, किसी घर के ज़मीन को, किसी गरीब किसान के ज़मीन को, इतना तक कि आप लोग ये भी कह रहे हैं, ये भी यू आर ऑल्सो टारगेटिंग. नहीं, आपने कहा कि संसद की ज़मीन भी हमारी है.
नहीं तो क्या
अब कल आप बोलेंगे स्टूडियो भी आपकी, हम आपकी है, मेरी घर भी आपकी है.
ज़मीन बचाने के लिए बन रहा है.
नहीं ये सब
नहीं तो फिर हुकूमत किसके लिए?
नहीं क्यों ना हो.
नहीं, हुकूमत
आप किसी
और फिर दूसरी चीज, चलिए
आप किसी भी हिंदू के मंदिर हो, घर हो, उसको उजाड़ के कह रहे हैं ये वक्फ बोर्ड.
मौजूदा सरकार तो ये दावा कर रही कि हमने राम मंदिर बनाया है. अभी योगी जी कह रहे हैं साहब हम जो है यहाँ मथुरा भी बनाएंगे, काशी में बनाएंगे. इतने बड़े बड़े दावे हैं सब कुछ. तो फिर सवाल ये सनातन बोर्ड बनाती क्यों?
आपको प्रॉब्लम
उसके लिए नहीं,
आपको प्रॉब्लम क्या? आप हर बात पे कहते हैं. मैं चाहता हूँ आचार्य जी जवाब दे. आचार्य राज मिश्रा, प्लीज यू कैन हिंदी और इंग्लिश एज यू विश.
तो सबसे पहले जरूरत सनातन बोर्ड की आज नहीं. मैं तो अर्नब जी एक बात बड़ा क्लियर कहना चाहता हूं, शायद इस हिंदुस्तान के अंदर कहने को इसको हिंदुस्तान कहा गया था. आप एक भी आज तक की फैसिलिटी आप बताइए, जब देश का बंटवारा धर्म के परिस्थिति पर हुआ, तो क्या इस भारत वर्ष के अंदर वक्फ बोर्ड इंपॉर्टेंट था? क्या इस भारत के अंदर मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉ बोर्ड इंपॉर्टेंट था? या इस भारत के धर्म की रक्षा के लिए सनातन बोर्ड इंपॉर्टेंट था? आप मुझे बताइए, था या नहीं था? लेकिन हुआ क्या? इस भारत का इस्लामीकरण किया, करने का प्रयास किया गया। सनातन बोर्ड की अगर बात हो, सबके पेट में पीड़ा हो रही है,
कोई दर्द नहीं,
सनातन की
कोई दर्द नहीं है,
तो आपके
लेकिन
पेट में पीड़ा
सरकार
हो रही है।
आपकी
जब मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉ बोर्ड
राम मंदिर बना तो सनातन बोर्ड के बगैर बना कि नहीं?
अगर
सनातन बोर्ड के बगैर राम मंदिर बना कि नहीं?
चाहे वो अपोजिशन पार्टी हो,
ये बताइए, भाई राम मंदिर
हो रही,
एक मिनट, और राम मंदिर बना सनातन बोर्ड के बगैर बना कि नहीं बना?
सनातन बोर्ड बनना चाहिए इस भारत के अंदर।
कहां से आपको खतरा हो गया?
ये भारत है,
मंदिर मौजूद है,
बांग्लादेश के अंदर,
दफ्तर में
बांग्लादेश के अंदर कह दिया गया
पूरी सरकार आपके फेवर में
यहाँ से हटाया जाएगा। आखिर भारत के
28 लाख दिए जलाए जाते हैं
कहां पे?
और
सुन लीजिए, आपको तो गुंडों की तरह अधिकार दे दिया गया। वक्फ बोर्ड को तो गुंडों की तरह अधिकार दिया गया। जिसको मर्जी पर्ची दे दो भैया, ये अधिकार होता है।
ये 15
साल पुराना गांव,
एक सवाल, एक जेन्युइन सवाल,
एयरपोर्ट हमारा है,
दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी किए देता हूं।
रामचरितमानस में
दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी क्लियर।
मुझे लगता है, मुझे एक आचार्य जी जो बात मुझे लगती है कि अगर वक्फ बोर्ड ओवरडू नहीं करती, मेरी बात सुनिए रंगरेज जी, अगर वक्फ बोर्ड एक सीमा रेखा पे अपनी बात को चलाती, मगर जिस तरीके से जो भाषा आप यूज करें, आप करें गुंडों की तरह, वो तो मैं वो भाषा यूज नहीं करता, मगर आप कह रहे हैं जिस तरीके से एक लक्ष्मण रेखा को पार करते हुए किसी गरीब किसान के घर पर नोटिस डाली जाती है कि ये जमीन आपकी नहीं है, निकल जाइए। आप कह रहे हैं एयरपोर्ट हमारी है, जमीन हमारी है, स्कूल हमारी है, देश हमारा है, तो सनातनी कहां जाएंगे? तौकीर राजा कहते हैं मैं मास कन्वर्जन कर दूंगा हिंदू लड़कियों का। आप कह रहे हैं सरकार हमारी है, फिर कन्हैया लाल को खुलेआम दिन दिहाड़े 28 जून को बात कर रहा हूं, आपने कहा सर, नो, आई एम अ वेरी सीनियर जर्नलिस्ट एंड व्हाट आई एम सेइंग टू यू इज ऑन द 28th of June, Kanhaiya Lal was beheaded in broad daylight in Udaipur because he put out a post in support of Nupur Sharma. Tawqir Raza says, I will do mass conversion of Hindu women to Islam and conduct their nikah with their Muslim partners. There have been incredible instances of injustice, but the worst thing, and I want Rangrez ji to comment on it, how can the waqf board overdo things by claiming other people's land as their own? And what did you expect Hindus to do? Be quiet and do nothing?
अर्नब जी, जिस तरीके से एनआरसी का बिल लेकर जो सरकार आई थी, वो हमारी नागरिकता छीनने का था।
एनआरसी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन,
सुनिए, इसी
और
जमीन हमारी छीनना चाहती है, हम लगातार कह रहे हैं। अरे सर रुकिए, शांत होइए थोड़े। क्या हो गया? कुछ आपके बीच में, अरे चुप हो जाओ यार,
प्लीज
रुकिए, बात सुनिए।
आप इधर देख के बोलिए, इधर कैमरे की तरफ।
अर्नब जी, जिस तरीके से वक्फ बोर्ड का कहा जा रहा है कि वक्फ बोर्ड अगर कह देगा कि अर्नब जी का जो ये पूरा जो ऑफिस है, पूरा जो स्टूडियो है, कि ये वक्फ की संपत्ति है, अगर मैं ये कह देता हूं तो ये आप मेरी संपत्ति वक्फ बोर्ड की नहीं होगी, क्योंकि ट्रिब्यूनल में जाएगा केस।
ट्रिब्यूनल में जाएगा?
हम
अपने ट्रिब्यूनल में आप ही नोटिस देंगे। आपने आपकी एक मिनट आपकी नोटिस, आपका डिमांड, आपकी सरकार नहीं है, वक्फ बोर्ड सरकार नहीं है,
स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के लोग हैं, केंद्र सरकार के लोग हैं।
ये लॉज नहीं चलेंगे
ना, फिर हाई कोर्ट भी
इनको चेंज करना है,
सुप्रीम कोर्ट भी जा सकते
चेंज करेंगे।
ये जो झूठा प्रोपेगेंडा फैलाया जा रहा है कि मैंने बोल दिया कि ये अर्नब जी का जो ऑफिस है ये मेरा ऑफिस है, अगर मैं कहता हूं तो उसके लिए मेरे को कागज दिखाने पड़ेंगे।
अच्छा, अगर
ट्रिब्यूनल में जा सकते हैं,
मेरी बात
आप हाई कोर्ट जा सकते हैं, आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट जा सकते हैं।
इधर रंगरेज जी, माय क्वेश्चन टू यू इज, रंगरेज जी लुक हियर, रंगरेज जी look here. Suppose you have a masjid, okay, and he is running Sanatan board. आप समझ लो, उल्टा पोजीशन कर लीजिए कि आचार्य जी सनातन बोर्ड चला रहे हैं, इसके चेयरमैन हैं, और आपकी बड़ी मस्जिद है ना, और ये एक दिन आके उन्होंने नोटिस लगा दी कि ये मस्जिद की ज़मीन हमारी है, और आप बोलेंगे आप क्या बात कर रहे हैं, ये तो मेरी ज़मीन है। फिर वो कहेंगे कोई बात नहीं, आप ट्रिब्यूनल पे जाएंगे। आप बोलेंगे किसकी ट्रिब्यूनल? वो बोलेंगे हमारी ट्रिब्यूनल, सनातन बोर्ड की ट्रिब्यूनल। तो इन्हीं की नोटिस इन्हीं का न्याय, इन्हीं की नहीं, बट आप ही कर सकते हो। दिस इज नॉट राइट। ओके, रंगरेज जी रिप्लाई, रंगरेज जी विल रिप्लाई एंड पवन सिन्हा विल रिस्पॉन्ड।
दो स्टेट ऐसी हैं जहां पर उनसे जो हमारी वक्फ की संपत्ति है उससे डबल संपत्ति है, दो स्टेट में मंदिरों के पास। मगर ये जो सुनिए सर, जिस तरीके से सनातन बोर्ड की बात हो रही है, ये इस तरीके से है कि ये चाहते हैं कि देश में जो है विभाजन वाली बातें हो।
नहीं,
सनातन बोर्ड क्या इससे पहले के जो हिंदू थे वो समझदार नहीं थे? आज के हिंदू समझदार
हुआ था,
किसी ने
2003 में हुआ था। आर्टिकल 40 को देखिए, वक्त की जरूरत क्या है?
बारे में
आपने कहा पहले के हिंदू। वन मिनट, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, वेरी रंगरेज जी, थैंक यू रंगरेज जी, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, very interesting words used by AIMIM spokesperson रंगरेज जी। He said तब के हिंदू और अब के हिंदू। तो मेरी बात सुनिए, अगर पवन सिन्हा जी कहें कि तब के हिंदू और अब के हिंदू में फर्क यह है कि अब के हिंदू जागरूक हो गए हैं और जैसे RSS कहती है सजग हो गए हैं, सजग हिंदू।
जब भी हिंदू खतरे में है,
सजग हिंदू,
100 करोड़
हिंदू खतरे में थे, हिंदू सजग होंगे, हिंदू सजग है।
जब भाजपा की सरकार है, मोदी जी है, अमित शाह जी
सजग है,
हिंदू खतरे में
सजग है।
हिंदू
पवन जी यू रिप्लाई, पवन जी
हिंदू शांत रहा, अभी बोला नहीं, हमेशा भाईचारा निभाया, खतरा कहां से?
एक इनकी बात सुन लीजिए, रंगरेज जी 1 मिनट,
अगर अटैकिंग होता
तो मोदी और आरएसएस से खतरा है जो।
थैंक यू एंड पवन सिन्हा इज रिस्पॉन्डिंग राइट नाउ। पवन सिन्हा,
हमें किसी से कोई खतरा नहीं है, लेकिन ये
एक मिनट रंगरेज जी, डोंट डिस्टर्ब।
जरूरत क्या है इस देश को?
सनातन बोर्ड ड्रामाबाजी चल रही है।
बोर्ड की जरूरत क्या है?
यानी देश की पार्लियामेंट के द्वारा बनाया गया।
एक चीज जानता हूँ,
आप जो है
बोर्ड का मतलब है मुसलमानों की प्रॉपर्टी, मुसलमान को दान में दी गई प्रॉपर्टी। जैसे ही आप ये कहेंगे ये मुसलमानों की प्रॉपर्टी है, तो
आप सुनिए रंगरेज जी, लिसन टू हिम, 1 minute, listen to the other side, then come in, please let him speak। अच्छा, तो ये इन्होंने आपकी बात सुनी ना, इन्होंने आपकी बात सुनी ना, तो आप भी सुन लीजिए मान्यवर। ओके, थैंक यू। लिसन,
कागजात
40 की बात कर रहा हूँ, आर्टिकल 40
दिखाने पड़ेंगे।
2013
अगर हमारी
अमेंडमेंट
कागज दिखाएंगे तभी हमारी हो पाएगी, क्योंकि इस देश में न्याय प्रणाली है। आप जो कह रहे हैं कि ये हिटलर शाही, तानाशाही मुसलमानों की चल रही है, सजदा कर दिया उनकी जमीन,
सजदे की बात ही नहीं करी है, वो तो नोटिस भेजते हैं,
मुसलमान का है तो मुसलमान, ऐसा नहीं है, ये झूठी बात है, ये झूठा पर है, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं। मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि सुन ले,
आगाज होता है,
वो भी सुन ले, कोई भी ऐसी हम मुसलमान नहीं रहना चाहते जो हमारी ना हो। अगर हमारी होगी, हमारे पास डॉक्यूमेंट होंगे,
बाद 2013 में आर्टिकल 40 लाया जाता है। आर्टिकल 40 मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ, आर्टिकल 40 बोल रहा हूँ, वहां सजदे की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, नमाज की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ। आर्टिकल 40 क्या कह रही है? और फिर मेरे पेट में कोई दर्द नहीं, मैं हेल न हड्डी हूँ, मजबूत हूँ, पेट में दर्द तो वहां हो रहा है। तौकीर रजा से पूछे, तौकीर रजा के पेट में दर्द क्यों हुआ?
ड्रामाबाजी कर रहे हैं
हम तो ये कह रहे हैं, ड्रामेबाजी हम अब नहीं सह रहे, हम ड्रामेबाजी नहीं कर रहे, हमने ड्रामेबाजी सहनी बंद कर दी है, अब हम ड्रामेबाजी नहीं करेंगे। We oppose this bill, this amendment in 2013 itself।
से लेकर संसद का घेराव करेंगे, प्रोटेस्ट करेंगे।
रंगरेज जी मेरी एक मिनट देखिए रंगरेज जी, लिसन टू मी। 1947 में वक्फ बोर्ड थी क्या जिस तरह से आज है? नहीं थी। तो मेरी बात सुनिए, तब भी हम एक स्वाधीन देश थे, है ना? ऐसा नहीं है कि वक्फ बोर्ड नहीं हो तो देश में धर्मनिरपेक्षता नहीं है, सेक्युलरिज्म नहीं है। ये कई लोग जागीरदार बनना चाहते हैं, वो कहे कि वक्फ बोर्ड के नहीं हो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। आप कह रहे सनातन बोर्ड नहीं हो तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, तो हम कह रहे वक्फ बोर्ड नहीं हो तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, चलता रहेगा। और ये धमकी क्यों दे रहे हैं कि शाहीन बाग जैसी सिचुएशन कर देंगे? कोई डरते हैं क्या? आप डरते हैं क्या? कौन डरता है?
अर्नब जी, आप तो इतने मशहूर पत्रकार हैं। अर्नब जी, आप ये बताइए।
रंगरेज जी, एक मिनट, वो
आप बोलिए, मुमताज जी बोलिए, मुमताज जी, लास्ट वर्ड, मुमताज जी, देना
कागज वाली
मुमताज जी, एक मिनट, मुमताज जी, मुमताज जी बोल रहे हैं, मुमताज जी बोल लीजिए, बोल दीजिए। अच्छा मुमताज जी,
एक मिनट
बोलिए। रंगरेज जी, एक मिनट,
मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ। देखिए, आप कह रहे हो बहुत पावरफुल है वक्फ बोर्ड, यही कह रहे हो ना, कब्जा कर लेगा।
था
सुप्रीम कोर्ट नहीं, अभी भी है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट
जब तक है तो
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा कि आप भव्य राम मंदिर बना लो। एक मिनट, भव्य राम मंदिर बना लो। इसके अलावा कहा 5 एकड़ जमीन हम दे रहे हैं मस्जिद के।
दिया
नहीं, कहाँ दिया? कहाँ मस्जिद बनी? कहाँ कुछ बना? यही तो बात है।
मंदिर बनवाया हमने, बनाया, आपके पास है ही नहीं, आपके पास है ही नहीं, आप बनाओ, जगह दिया,
योगी सरकार चाहती नहीं है,
कुछ कम
नहीं चाहती योगी
जगह
सरकार,
दिया, लेकिन
यही मैं
कूड़ा
कहना
फेंक
चाहता
रहे हो,
हूं।
बनाना ही नहीं है,
यही मैं
कब्जा करने की आदत है, कोई और कब्जा करने का विचार कर रहे हो, सिर्फ कब्जा करने की आदत है।
कुछ नहीं है।
सुन लीजिए, कागज की बात रंगरेज जी कर रहे थे ना, जब कृष्ण जन्मभूमि पर कागज।
ओके, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन,
Ladies and
gentlemen, I thank you all.
जब कागज का
I thank you very much. जो भी हो, कल इसको लाइव कवरेज करेंगे। जो देवकीनंदन ठाकुर जी धर्म संसद करवा रहे हैं दिल्ली में फॉर डिमांडिंग अ सनातन बोर्ड, एंड ऑन द अदर साइड आई हैव अ रिपोर्ट ऑफ द फैक्ट फाइंडिंग कमिटी कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड बाय to call for justice on discrimination against non-Muslims and conversion of non-Muslims to Islam in Jamia, Millia, Islamia University. Believe me, the contents are completely shocking. When I'm back.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
AMITI has been ranked India's #1 private university in the recently released Education World Rankings. A testimony to AMITI's globally benchmarked standards in education.
These facts which you are telling, your question, we have recorded evidence of all affected students, those students who have left the college, the university, and those who are still there. How they are being harassed, how efforts are being made to harass them. Taking action is not my job. My job is to bring facts.
taste of success.
The Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Welcome back, and ladies and gentlemen, time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. And tonight I have with me in my hands the report of the fact-finding committee, ladies and gentlemen, constituted by the call for justice to inquire into the discrimination, I'll hold it up, of non-Muslims and conversion of non-Muslims to Islam in Jamia Millia Islamia University, New Delhi. This is a report that should be put out, and we intend to put it out in the public arena. We'll put out large excerpts of this on republicworld.com so that you can read it, ladies and gentlemen, and so that you can come to terms with the level of injustice to non-Muslims, specifically to Hindus, on the campus of the Jamia Millia Islamia University. There are various chapters. Harassment and victimization for conversion at the hands of radical elements of the Jamia Millia Islamia is one chapter. And there are reports here where faculty members and students who say we will not convert to Islam are being discriminated. There is another chapter on the anti-national activities run from the university campus. There is another chapter on the reasons for the sharp decline in the number of non-Muslim students and non-Muslim staff in Jamia Millia Islamia and the role of university officials. So viewers, my point is this, that if there is collusion to make sure there is academic and non-academic discrimination against those who are not Muslims in Jamia Millia Islamia, and if Hindu students are being targeted, if you are being targeted, if you even share a post of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, if you become a target of Muslim students and faculty, if you are told that you have to read Islamic books that you have to follow Islamic customs even if you are not a Muslim. If you cannot even say namaste or good morning and are compelled to say assalamu alaikum, and if you are told that if you do not study Islamic religious texts, then you will be discriminated, that you will be targeted, that you will be denied grants, if you are harassed and discriminated, and if students are forcefully, there are attempts made to convert non-Muslim students to Islam and teachers to Islam simply because they are on the campus of Jamia, Millia, Islamia. If facilities given to non-Muslims is different from that given to Muslims, and all of this is a reality. If you are denied promotions despite your academic credentials because you are not a Muslim, and if there are so many witnesses who are talking to this extremely eminent panel on the reality of how terrible it is to be a non-Muslim, then ladies and gentlemen, all these 27 different testimonies which have been given before the fact-finding committee, and out of the 27, 7 are members of the teaching faculty of Jamia Millia Islamia, 6 are members of the non-teaching faculty, PhD scholars and students, and 7 are ex-students. Ladies and gentlemen, the identities have of course not been disclosed because all these people live in fear. My question is this, viewers. Why is the left liberal radical media quiet about this? Because they don't want you to know about it. Why are all these websites like Wire and Scroll and all these websites not focusing on this in detail? Why are they not putting this entire website, all this report out? Why are they in such a defensive approach when it comes to showcasing the violence against and the discrimination against non-Muslims? With this report, this is a report I would call, which is a report on the brutalities, intellectual, academic and other brutalities against non-Muslims. And I think it's terrible. It's really terrible, but it is a reality we will have to learn to confront. And everyone, not just Hindus, must speak up against it. Even the group of people there who only take a stance in one direction must realize that they are under watch now. As of now, it's only Republic that is reporting this in a big way. Let's see if the rest of the media follows us on this one. Let's debate.
The Jamia truth. From forced conversions to rampant discrimination. A fact-finding commission comprising Justice Dhingra and various other prominent individuals have now brought to light Jamia's reality. The report has featured some shocking testimonies. They have brought to light horrific experiences. One of the students testifies that they were targeted for sharing Prime Minister Modi's post and they were immediately branded a Sanghi. Another student testifies that they faced vilification for singing Vande Mataram. Not just that, there have been cases of the Tablighi Jamaat individuals forcing people to convert to Islam. On the 59th page of the document, close links with the Jamaat-e-Islami come to light. On the same page, details about how students who are participating in anti-CAA protests who would be failed in the examinations. As you go through the documents, more details emerge. According to this report, a guard was sent to jail for a crime that he claimed he did not even commit. He was once arrested. His wife and children allegedly forcefully converted to Islam. Republic exclusively spoke to the committee members who are a part of the fact-finding commission.
Taking action is not my job. My job is to bring facts to the front. I had done that in call for justice. Now, what action will be taken? It will be taken or not taken depends on the administration.
It is for the government to decide. We cannot say what action be taken, but we have indicated what are the things, undesirable things which are happening there.
Claims of students being engaged in anti-national activities. Claims of conversion to Islam. Claims of fake complaints against Hindus. The Jamia administration has issued a response to the allegations that have been leveled. They term it unfortunate as Jamia's secular fabric was apparently being questioned. The same administration also claims that the university remains committed to addressing and resolving every issue. As these details come to light, will there be any further intervention required in the Jamia University.
Viewers, tonight these are the Jamia files, the reality, the shocking reality of what is happening within the Jamia Millia Islamia campus, and former Delhi Police Commissioner S.N. Srivastav, who's been a member of that fact-finding committee, is with us this evening. Mr. Srivastav, can you first begin by telling us the backdrop in which this fact-finding committee was constituted? Why was it constituted? What was the need for it? What led to it?
There is an NGO called Call for Justice. They had received information. They had received the information. There is some sound problem. There's an echo here.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, sir. Please continue, sir. We'll adjust the audio. Yeah.
Okay. So they had received information about rampant conversion, discrimination and harassment, and also that the number of Hindu students or the minority students there was declining since 2010. In 2010, as per one of the statement, the number of students in the class of 50 was 30 were Hindu students, whereas 20 was Muslim students. Later on, it came down to only five in favor of the Hindu students. And also there were reports of some anti-national activities taking place there. So with this information, the Call for Justice constituted a committee comprising of 6 members, which was headed by Justice S.N. Dhingra, comprising of me and one more IAS officer and 2 advocates and one lady member, and also one Dr. Nadeem Ahmed, who is a professor in one of the university. So with that background, we conducted an inquiry, and we sought those witnesses who come voluntarily to us. So 27 of those volunteers came to us. We recorded the statement. Also, we looked for those other documents, the conversation which happened between them and the university, and various other communication, and also what happened in the social media. Many posts were given in the social media. So with all those information, we finally came to this conclusion, and we have sent a report which is available with you. I heard that yes. Part of the report was also mentioned in your news.
It is with me. Did you look for evidence to back the claims of discrimination and forced conversion or harassment or rampant conversion? Did you look for the facts to back these, or did you just take the statements given to you by witnesses at face value?
As I have just mentioned, that we took the statement and also corroborated it with the various communications made by these aggrieved parties with the university officials, and their response. A number of them, at least one of them, have gone to the court. So whatever they have given to the court, that also we took into cognizance, and we were very sure that whatever we mentioned here may be questioned. So with that information that we had, we have come to this conclusion. And
if I may ask you to summarize your conclusion, what would that be? Mr. Srivastav, what would your conclusion be? What in layman language is going on with non-Muslim students and towards non-Muslims on the Jamia campus?
You see, my summary is that we were quite surprised and quite shocked to hear that such things are happening in one of the government-funded institution in Delhi, right in Delhi, the capital of India, where there are forced conversion. In fact, every person who they think that they can convert them into Islam, for example, mostly the women and also the SC members of SC/ST community, they have been trying to convert them. Few have converted, and many, all these 27, they have resisted any conversion. So if they had resisted the conversion, they were harassed, they were discriminated, they were told about their Hindu religion, which is inferior. In compared to that, the Islam religion is superior. For example, they were asked not to put on tilak and also the kalawa on the hand. Women were asked not to wear the Hindu dress, instead Islamic dress. They were encouraged to read Quran, do namaz, etc. There are a whole lot of things that they had. And also we found that the number of the Muslim Hindu students in the university has gradually come down after 2010. I mentioned from 30 it has come down to 5 in a class strength of 50. We also found that there are a number of radical Muslim organizations very close to the university, and they have got free access. And we suspect that they may be trying to influence and radicalize the Muslim students also to carry out the harassment and conversion of Hindu students.
Right. Well, Mr. Srivastava, this is a matter of great concern. Of course, we've seen the general woke response that, the woke response to this is that wokes are saying, no big deal, nothing happens like this. Viewers, PhD student Muhammad Arshad Warsi, thank you, Mr. Srivastava, so much for joining us this evening. And PhD student Muhammad Arshad Warsi, arrested last year, was a member of the ISIS Pune module. He was also a conspirator in the 2020 Delhi riots. Mr. Srivastava wanted to say something before he left. I sort of lost him out there. Mr. Srivastava, you're saying something, sir. Lost you, there's audio.
I want to say that the university had come to...
Go on, sir.
The university had come to adverse light in 2020 and 2019 during the anti-CA riots. In fact, the agitation started from there only, and there is an active connivance of the faculty members of the Jamia Millia in organizing those riots against CA.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly. That was what I was referring to. Mr. Srivastava, thank you very much. I'm opening up the debate right now. And with us on the debate is the Managing Trustee and founder of Call for Justice, Justice Ravi Harjai from Gurgaon, former Jamia Millia Islamia student and now advocate in the Supreme Court, Gunjan Khokar. We have Muhammad Iqbal Mir. He has been in Jamia since 2016, presently pursuing a PhD there. Acharya Raj just did his graduation in sociology recently this year from Jamia. He feels these individuals on the right-hand side of the screen believe this is all exaggerated claims. Professor Ganga Sahai Meena is a professor at JNU and an activist. And Akhil Swami, of course, is an educationist. Thank you very much. Now, the cases here, Professor Ganga Sahai Meena, we will have to look at the cases and the nature of the testimonies and the facts that have been put forth out here. Surely you would not support forced conversion, harassment of non-Muslim students, and I would say institutionalized discrimination. Institutionalized, can the audio be checked? Someone's got the audio up. Institutionalized discrimination against the non-Muslim students on the Jamia campus. Professor Meena, you've heard what the former Delhi Police Commissioner just said. And this is something which Jamia has accepted. Because Jamia is not denying it. Can the audio be fixed, please? It's very disturbing. Jamia has said that it is true that there have been instances of caste-based discrimination. And now says that we will have a zero-tolerance policy. But the question would be, Professor, why has this happened?
Arnab, I haven't read the report yet, so I won't comment on it, but it is possible that report you are showing is accurate. However, it doesn't represent the, I think, entirety of the Jamia. In every city or every community or every institutions, there can be different kind of people. Some among them might have some issues, some problems, but we cannot hold the entire city or community or institution responsible based on those individuals. I'm surprised. It is strange to read this report, but there maybe some things are true, and I'm surprised after listening this that their religious convergence are also happening. Everyone studying there are they all are adults. This aspect needs to be understood deeply, and we need, I think, more insights on this issue. But all things are very serious, and I think first we have to read the report, then we can discuss this issue thoroughly.
Okay, can I get Justice Ravi Harjai on this? Justice Ravi Harjai, this report is truly shocking. It is even said in parts of the report that people don't respond to namaste or good morning and compel students to say assalamu alaikum. But it gets more serious. In one part of the report, page 15, it is said about one employee, after some time, the headmaster told him categorically that if he wanted to continue in service, he would have to get converted to Islam. If he did not become a Muslim, he would be thrown out by using false allegations. Justice Ravi Harjai, when did your group get involved in this, and why did you get involved in investigating this independently?
Thank you, Arnab, for giving me this opportunity to tell to the people why Call for Justice got involved into that. And before I start, I would say namaste to all the panelists and happy Gurpurav to all the nation. Arnab, I think I will take 1 minute to define that what Call for Justice is, because that will set the ball rolling. Call for Justice is a non-political NGO working in the field of justice for all for the last more than 10 years. And our prime objective is to see that justice is given to all, and wherever there is a human right violation, we take cognizance of that, and we do constitute a committee of independent, eminent people who go there on the spot and not sitting in the drawing room, they do the job. They go on the spot and meet the people, concerned parties, different parties, and then they come out with their finding. So that is what we call it as a fact-finding committee. And to briefly to say in Call for Justice, we have all professionals, some very senior retired judges. We have people from international entities working with us, SMC Global like that. And we have advocates in our this. And at the before I start on that, I would like to correct. I'm not neither an advocate nor a justice. I'm an ex-banker. I was the country head of a private sector bank. So we all constituted, yes, I'm the managing trustee, founder trustee of this Call for Justice. We were approached by a number of people in our office. We have an office in Kasturba Gandhi Marg, where a lot of people from Jamia, Millia came, which was comprising of the faculty members and the admin staff and the students. So they came and they narrated their horrifying stories, what was happening to them. Listening to them was really a very, very sad and experience. We were, initially we were unable to believe it, that such kind of thing can happen in an institute which is granted by the University Grant Commission, working under the government of India. And this kind of things are happening in Delhi. It was shocking. So we thought of, at that time there were not the students who have already left. So we thought of meeting those students also, what do they say? Because these people who came to us were the present victims. Then those who have already left, we met them. So we heard from them similar or more horrifying stories. So that clubbed with the fact that there was, we saw at the Jantar Mantar, a Balmiki guy, Ramvas, was, holding a protest there and explaining into the public that what is happening to them. Then we had gone through the fact-finding committee member, Srivastava ji has told, that we had gone into the cases also there. All these things clubbed with the informations available on the social side, Facebook, and all those things prompted us and on Twitter that there is a need to go deep into that. One of the very horrifying news on the Twitter which was done by nobody else but the professor of the Jamia Millia, who wrote that if you don't participate into the CA-NRC protest, I will fail you. He didn't stop there. He again said, he again tweeted that I have failed 15 students. And because of this tweet, he got suspended also. So I think proof is there. Proof is there. Most of the things have been explained by you, Arnab, as well as by Commissioner Police. I think I need not repeat them, but I will only like to say one more instance which will tell you that the focus and target group of the people there, including the registrar and vice chancellor of Jamia, were the poor people, SCs, STs, OBCs, and women. If you see the trend of the latest, admission to the people, you will find there will be mostly of these categories, so that they find that these target groups are easy to get converted. So what is the target? The target is to convert people so that whatever is their purpose for doing that is fulfilled. And to fulfill that, they would go into terrorizing the people, discriminating the people, and Sam, Nam, Dand, Bhed. Everything will be employed to see that the target of converting people is achieved. If finally they fail in that, then the only choice left with the people who are targeted is that they leave the institution. Now this clearly gets reflected when you see the demographic change, when the 2011,
yes,
the F said that there will be 50% reservation for the Muslim and 50% will be for the others.
It's a terrible situation.
Is the percentage happening? No, it's not. The percentage of non-Muslims has drastically come down. Why?
Yeah.
Because the people, non-Muslims, were feeling unhappy, threatened there. And not only the students, even the teaching staff. One of the lady who said that she was pregnant, she was in the family way, and she was asked to get converted, which she refused. And then what happened? She was loaded with double duty of invigilation, and she was unable to do the double duty. Then she was charged with non-compliance, and she was made to suffer for that account. And many of the people have gone to the court also. All these things put together, gave us some reason, a strong reason, that there is a discrimination and there is a violation of human rights and there is a violation of even the guidelines of the Government of India. So we constituted, just 1 second more, we constituted a fact-finding committee. The members' detail has already been given to you by the police commissioner. So I need not again repeat that. I will be happy to answer any other question regarding the report or regarding...
I do take that. I get Akhil Swami right now into the debate. And viewers, let me say this, that nobody is saying that every individual or human being on the Jamia campus is an Islamist, is intolerant, is fascist, and is a radical. But what is being said here is that there is an intolerant, fascist, anti-Hindu, and radical process going on in which there is an attempt to convert Hindu students and faculty to Islam, and there has been harassment of non-Muslims, and there is in fact, in some cases, an offer of some kind of incentives, or rather use of disincentives for conversion. And the names of high-ranking individuals in the campus has been noted out here. Now, viewers, this is a very serious situation. Why? Let me tell you. This university is in the heart of the national capital, A. B, it was for some time the epicenter of the anti-CA Shaheen Bagh riots, at that time a center of polarization. Third, for some strange reason, the number of Hindu students has gone down, the number of Muslim students has gone up. But remember, viewers, you are funding this university. So while it can be a minority institution, absolutely it can be, but there can be no discrimination. There is nothing which says there can be discrimination, a minority institution, especially not if it is running on taxpayer money, right? So viewers, there are many cases out here. This is a very shocking report. And I think, Akhil, we all need to take it very seriously. We can't say that discrimination is all right. As long as the victims are Hindu, we are happy, right? I think we believe in secularism, and in this case, there can be no I'm reading from the report. While there can be no objection to the distribution of the copies of the Quran to non-Muslims, but compelling them and to make overt and covert attempts to take them to namaz, to discredit Hindu gods, Hindu faith, Hindu festivals, Hindu rituals, and to praise Islam and only project Islam is the only good religion, and to offer incentives for conversion to Islam was highly objectionable. Page number 45 in the statement Witness Testimonies, ladies and gentlemen. So, Akhil Swami, your response to this report, which has been put together by many eminent citizens on the basis of very detailed series of testimonies given and documentation provided.
Arnab, I am so happy that today you also have become a secularist, and you want secularism to prevail in India, in our country. And that is what I am saying for last 10 years.
Not this.
That India should stick to secularism. Now, I am coming back that any type of discrimination has to be objected and strictly dealt with. Go back to the time of Mahabharata. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar's photo is behind me. When Dronacharya took the thumb of a tribal boy because he was a better tirandaj than Arjun, and because he was a Adivasi, because he was a Dalit, he was not a Rajput.
बाप रे बाप, ऐसा हिंदू हेट मैंने अभी तक नहीं देखा.
अरे यार, हिंदू क्या दलित हिंदू नहीं है क्या? Dalits are not Hindus.
No, I like the way in which you put out some things. You don't understand the depth.
At least
आप उससे कुछ सीख लीजिए.
अरे यार, allow me to speak.
Anyway,
allow me to speak.
Yeah.
In Sahaswan in Badaयूं, a Valmiki person wants a marriage house, a marriage hall for his son's marriage. He is appealing in social media that get me at least a marriage hall so that I can get my daughter married there. Nobody is offering the marriage hall to a Valmiki student. Now, third, in Barabanki, a Dalit person is sitting on the chair, a Brahmin comes there and asked him to stand up and give respect to him. The Dalit person has in his hut a photo of Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar, and he says that I will give you respect if you treat me as brother, but if you want under force, I won't do it.
अरे बटेंगे कटेंगे आप बांट नहीं पाएंगे.
अरे I am totally against discrimination.
You can't बांट नहीं पाएंगे. सजग रहो.
अरे अर्नब,
सजग रहिए.
अरे यार, let me complete.
All viewers should be सजग, which means viewers should be vigilant.
यार बोलने क्यों नहीं देते यार, बीच में क्यों डिस्टर्ब करते हो? अगर आप मुसलमानों से जय श्री राम बुलवाएंगे तो ये बैड प्रेसिडेंस है. अगर मुसलमान हिंदुओं से अस्सलाम वालेकुम बुलवाएंगे, गलत चीज है. हिंदुस्तान के अंदर what I want is 142 crores population of the country without any discrimination, without religious and casteist discrimination, should come together as a family.
Okay,
that is what I am propagating for last 10 years.
Akhil, you did not address the issue. I'd like to get right now into the debate. Gunjan Khokar and then Akshay can give his point of view as well.
Gunjan, discriminating against Hindus in Jamia, they should be
Arnab, for raising the voice for the students who are studying in the Jamia Millia Islamia. I want to say that Jamia has two phases. One is Jamia is a very prestigious university. We have great alumni who are serving the nation really great in the field of legal field or media field, etc.
True.
But Jamia has one another side which nobody wants to address, which is running by the radical Islamist. We have liberal Muslim friends with us. They celebrate Diwali, Holi along with non-Muslim students. But these radicals trying to create disturbance during the Holi celebration or Diwali celebration because they do not want that any Muslim should involve in any kind of activity like Diwali or Holi celebration. Now we are suffering from the radical Islamists because they want to convert non-Muslim students anyhow by offering jobs, by putting pressure.
Can you give me some examples of what you may have witnessed in your time? Because yeah, please. You can may or may not name the individual, but give me the case.
I cannot name at this show because I cannot take her name on public show.
Sure.
But I can share her views.
Akhil, let him. Akhil, don't intervene.
Take the name. Then you will be prosecuted for defaming somebody.
Okay, all right.
Go to the court. Go to the court.
Okay.
Go to the court.
Let me say. Yes. Let me say. I know her personally. I met the DCP of Sarita VR office also regarding this case. And we trying to register FIR, and Sarita VR DCP is working on this issue. What is happening with her is that she is PWD category student and they are putting pressure on her to convert into Islam. They are asking her to wear the hijab, and she is
on the Jamia campus.
Yes, and she is a PWD category girl, and they are sending the summons, they are sending the legal notice to her.
Who is sending?
Jamia administration.
Saying what?
And Jamia
Saying what?
They are asking her to keep...
take the name. Take the name.
I cannot take the name. Sir,
take the name.
Sir, suppose...
Take the name.
Suppose at that... at the place of that girl, if your daughter is there, can you ask me to take her name? Can you ask me to take her name? If at the place of that girl, if your daughter is there...
If somebody is discriminated, the person should go to the court.
Yes, she is trying.
Because we cannot tolerate any Hindu boy or girl tortured by Muslims.
Right now,
or Muslims tortured by Hindus.
Everybody has to registered the complaint, and DCP of Sarita, we are personally looking into this matter.
You are spreading hatred in the country. You are dividing the nation.
We are not, sir. There is two scenarios of Jamia. One is Jamia is a prestigious institution and we support this institution, but there is a radical Islamist who are working to convert the people
Hindus,
and we are opposing this. And we have liberal Muslim friends as well. They are not doing these kind of activity, but they are trying to make them radical.
In this country.
And
well,
this
I think the important...
I have a lot of proof that
by the way, Akhil, please don't heckle. We are all speaking in turn. We must have a civilized debate. But you are getting unnecessarily involved in this matter. A lot of people are speaking. You speak too. I don't have a problem with you. But nobody interrupted you when you were speaking. And in a true democracy, we must have the courage to listen to each other. Be brave. Be brave, Akhil. The point is...
He should go to court.
The point...
Not spread venom in the...
We are not spreading anything, sir. We go to the court and Home Ministry itself...
Get him arrested.
Sir, Home Ministry itself, fact-finding committee, they established the fact-finding committee and they are working on it. They have all the evidences and Jamia administration itself accepted it. And you are now cautioning that this is not happening there.
Hatred in that television studios.
No, we are not spreading hatred. You are spreading hatred.
They are criminals who are doing it. If my Hindu brothers and sisters are tormented,
we have all the brothers and sisters in this country.
You are
either it can be Hindu or Muslim.
You are not going to police and the court.
I'd like to give a witness testimony. I would like to read out from a witness testimony out here. CW18, name of a witness, is a student of Jamia Millia Islamia. He stated that one of his subjects during the graduation was to understand all the religions of India and understand the culture of India. He found that during the study of the course, Hindu religion, Buddhist religion, Jain religion, other religions were taught in class within 1 week. And for the remaining 5 months, only Islam was being taught in the class. And that the Muslim teacher of the class would often discredit Hindu religion and Hindu ethics. He would teach that all religions other than Islam were worst religions. The teacher also said that they would give less marks to non-Muslim students and told them that if they convert to Islam, there will be more peace and prosperity in their life.
Send him to jail. If get it audioed, get it recorded and send him to jail.
Okay,
Don't spread
okay. Ravi Harjai,
hearing.
do you have
We
the
want a-
audios?
we want a secular
Do you
country.
have the audio and proof to back this allegation that this student has made?
Arnab, I would like to speak and respond to few of the points raised by gentleman Akhil, but I would request that the haggling in between is not desirable. Everybody is given chance to speak.
No,
The movement, no, it's not your turn.
No,
It's not your
Akhil
turn.
Swami, I request you, Akhil Swami, you please let us not speak over each other. It's a very sensitive subject. And Akhil Swami, I request you, Ravi Harjai did not speak when you were speaking. He showed you
that is not the
respect.
point. Baba
It is the
Saheb
point.
Bhimrao Ambedkar constitution has to be
Correct.
in place.
Correct. So we are hearing each other today.
If you have a
Thank you,
proof,
Akhil.
go to police and get him arrested.
This institution is run by the constitution, not by the radical Islamic.
May I just get Ravi Harjai in? And Akshay has not even spoken yet, so Akshay, I'll come to you in a minute. I'm just giving Ravi his turn. Ravi Harjai, my question to you was, are there facts, recordings, and some evidence to back the claims made by the witnesses? Because these are very serious allegations.
Arnab, I'll respond to your question also, and I want to respond to one of the few statements made by the gentleman who has been always intervening and saying, go to the police, let him be arrested, and all those kind of things. And who has given instances of some harassment done to SCs, STs, Balmikis elsewhere in the country. Does it give the permission to the people in Jamia to convert or elsewhere to convert? No such permission is given. It cannot be justified that it happened there, so we will convert the people and we will do all this kind of thing. Now coming to the evidences, we have all evidences recorded with names and dates on which we interviewed them. If this gentleman is really secular and he wants to come and take an oath that he will not do anything to reveal their identity, he can come to us and we will show him what has been recorded with us. Everything is with full proof. And it is not like that I will make a statement
and get them punished.
It has been done in the
show it to police and
Okay, let me get Akshay. Akshay, you just passed out of Jamia. Now, I'm told that you believe these claims are exaggerated, but wouldn't you agree that these claims need to be investigated, that there should not be these attempts to sort of, be intolerant towards those who are not from the Muslim community on the Jamia campus?
Absolutely. But the fringe, from any community, the fringe part cannot be the representative of the entire community at all. I'm talking about Hindu fringe, Muslim fringe, and any community.
Entire community.
Let him speak. Let Akshay make his point. I'll come to you after that.
Enter in the university, the primary identity you are assigned is that of a student. You are a Jamian, right? And by definition, the idea of community is a we feeling. All the secondary identities are rendered secondary. You are as a student. And let me tell you, for 3 years I was in the campus, and there is absolutely no substantive basis. Of course, I agree that tribal students might have been forced to leave the campus.
Why?
But
Why so?
I'm coming to the point. Because of the structural deficits that exist in the entire public education system. It's not just Jamia. It's not just Jamia that practices gender discrimination. No, it's not. It's DU. It's every university. It's JNU. It's just that you are essentializing Jamia as a Muslim representative university. It is not. Let me just
go to the court. Go to the police.
We will go to the court.
Surely go, and then don't spread the communalism here.
We are not spreading anything. We are just providing the information.
Citing the data of 2018.
Here, this is not media trial which is happening.
I have to mention that 7,700 students were enrolled in the campus. Out of them, only one third were Muslims. You cannot essentialize every discrimination that is happening because of Muslim fringe element in the campus.
I don't know if you may not have been in college in that period, Akshay, but it would be a relevant question to ask. So can you stop chuckling? I'm talking to the young man. But would it be a relevant question to ask whether during the
not a Muslim boy.
Did I ask him whether he was Hindu or Muslim? Do you have a specific myopic view?
I think
you are spreading hatred.
The hatred.
I think Akhil Swami is spreading hatred here.
Saying that we have liberal Muslim friends as well, and we have Hindu friends as well.
My point is,
we celebrate together Diwali or Holi.
No, Akshay says.
Treat Dalits and SC/STs equally and OBCs equally.
Yeah.
Yes, I am a OBC, sir.
And treat SC and STs also equally.
We have friends. We have friends. We
don't urinate on their faces.
एक है तो नेक है. आप भी सुन लीजिए.
अरे बटेंगे तो कटेंगे नहीं, हम जुटेंगे और इलाहाबाद के अंदर सरकार को झुकाएंगे.
आप हर चीज को राजनीति के आईने से देखते हैं.
This is not politics.
Tragedy about
बटेंगे कटेंगे आपने क्यों कहा? आपने बटेंगे कटेंगे क्यों कहा?
मैंने कहा एक रहेंगे तो नेक रहेंगे.
नहीं क्यों कहा? एक तो है ही हम 142 करोड़. लेकिन जो लोग मुसलमानों से जय श्री राम बुलवाते हैं और जो हिंदुओं से क्या कहते हैं वो
अभी हिंदू सजग हो गए
कहलाते हैं.
हिंदू सजग, आप जैसे लोगों से सजग.
आप जैसे लोगों से
Why are you giving the Gabbar Singh laugh?
रहना पड़े. ये मीडिया ट्रायल कर रहा है, पुलिस पे जाइए भाई.
कोई मीडिया ट्रायल नहीं. It's not a media trial. It's not a media trial. I agree with Akshay that a fringe does not represent everyone. I totally agree with him. However, at the same time, if the fringe, Professor Ganga Sahib Meena, you will agree with me, becomes so vocal and so aggressive that they set the norm, then there is a danger of a larger influence, a larger overarching influence that we need to be careful about, Akshay. If a nature and character of an institution is to be maintained, then these people who are trying to do forced conversions, who are trying to harass, must be punished and put in their place by the authorities at Jamia, Akshay.
I can assure you that all these people
Akshay, I want to ask you a simple question, if you can answer that question.
Okay, Akshay, okay. Two students asking each other. Gunjan Khokar is asking Akshay Raj.
Akshay, I am asking a simple question. Have you ever heard about that in any iftar party can people call Jai Shri Ram, Bharat Mata ki Jai, anything like that? But if you have any video, then let me show. But in every celebration of Diwali, Holi, they chanting Allahu Akbar, Palestine Zindabad, etc. Why this is happening there? But आपके चैनल के माध्यम से मैं कहना चाहूँगा, जितने भी non-Muslim students हैं और जो liberal Muslim students हैं, उन्हें डरने की जरूरत नहीं है इन रेडिकल से. हम आपके साथ हैं, जामिया का एलुमनाई बेस आपके साथ है. बस ये मान के चलिए, टाइगर अभी जिंदा है.
जय श्री राम क्यों चिल्लाना है? क्या दिखाने के लिए?
अरे दिवाली पे जय श्री राम नहीं बोलेंगे तो फिर कब बोलेंगे? बताइए आप. बताइए आप कब बोलेंगे? इफ्तार पार्टी पे बोले? नहीं, इफ्तार पार्टी पे बोले हम जय श्री राम. आपकी तरह नहीं है हम एक्सट्रीमिस्ट नहीं है. We do celebrate Diwali, Holi with Jai Shri Ram.
But we do not chant Jai Shri Ram on any iftar party. At the most unwanted of places. You don't have to.
It's not unwanted place.
Tell me one thing. Tell me when we define an unwanted place. Just
this
one.
Is Jamia.
When we say an unwanted place, similar words which are used, Professor Meena can come back. Sensitive areas. I would like to ask anyone tonight, and Professor Ganga Sahib Meena, you tell me. There has been.
I am from Jamia.
There has been, and I'll read now from Witness 21 who says that after COVID, when Jamia reopened, the Hindu students decided to organize Diwali celebrations. They invited everyone, including Muslims, for the Diwali celebrations. However, through his professor sent a message to him that he should stop the Diwali celebrations. Despite that, the students participated in the Diwali celebrations. After 2 days, he was called by a professor and told to stop all Hindu-Wadi programs. Exactly. Otherwise, his PhD would never be completed. Right?
And even we have to take permission from the administration on every Diwali or Holi.
So Professor Ganga Sahib Meena, is this not... Professor Ganga Sahib Meena, I further read that he also stated that Muslim professors and other Muslim students would pass sarcastic remarks against Hindu students for wearing the kalava or for putting tilak. Kalava पहनने से कोई नफरत फैलाता है? तिलक लगाने से कोई नफरत फैलाता है? आप कैसे ऐसी बात कर रहे हैं?
अरे पुलिस पे जाइए, कोर्ट पे
Because
जाइए.
they are radical. They are questioning on Tilak. They are
अरे
questioning
you are
on
radical यार.
हमारे हाथ में कलावा भी है और कड़ा भी है, आप क्या बात कर रहे
You
हैं?
are radical.
मैं पूछ रहा हूँ आज, मैं प्रोफेसर गंगा सहाय मीना, प्रोफेसर गंगा सहाय मीना.
One more thing I want to mention.
Can I get Professor Ganga Sahai Meena?
मेरे
Is it
पास
fair?
संविधान की backing है.
Is it fair that it was said here that he stated in a PhD program mostly Hindu girls were given admission as they became an easy target for conversion? While narrating last year's incident, he said on Holi, when the Hindu students were celebrating Holi, a crowd of JMI students came and started raising slogans, Allahu Akbar, etc., etc. And there is on record a pen drive regarding the above incident, which means that there is documentary evidence to back this.
अरे तो जेल भेजिए उनको जिन्होंने किया, जेल भेजिए.
Arnab,
मीडिया ट्रायल की
what
क्या
things you are referring from the report, Arnab, things you are referring from the report are, we have to think on that because all the things are very shocking, but I believe that every university has radical Hindus and radical Muslims, but their number are very small. We cannot put the entire university in question based on that. Why we are targeting Jamia out of the hundreds of the
Sir,
universities?
we are not targeting Jamia. We are targeting radical Islamists who are trying to.
We'll get Akshay and Professor Meena. Akshay and Professor Meena.
We have liberal Muslim friends, Hindu friends. We are not targeting Jamia at all.
अरे you are also.
We are targeting radical Islamists.
Facing. No, some universities have radical Hindus also.
Then you should target them, na? You should oppose them. Why are you opposing us? If we are taking stand for the students who are trying.
Professor Ganga Sahai Meena, you are asking me, and I'll tell you, you will remember around 2016 when your students from JNU came on my program, and they had just said, "Bharat tere tukde honge, inshallah, inshallah." याद है आपको?
But they do not.
And they came on my, all the people who now have cases. They justified it. They justified it.
Where are those students
They
now?
justified it.
Where are those students now?
They all have
They
cases
should be in
against
the jail.
them.
Where are those students?
They will go to jail.
No.
They will be in jail.
Caught in that case because that case was fake.
No.
We do not
You
have
cannot
any
conclude a case.
evidences.
You cannot conclude a case
Sir,
on your
we
wish.
have a lot of cases related to even second-year engineering student had been
Where are
arrested
those
by the
students
NIA because he
whose
was
slogan like
involved
that?
in the ISIS.
Can you name any of them?
Yes.
Can you name any of them who?
Yes, sir. I can, sir.
Akshay.
Please.
Akshay wanted to add
Where are
something.
they? Why
Akshay,
they
let me
are
give you
not in
another
jail?
shot. Would you like to
We
reply
also want
to
to know
some of the
people,
points
they
made by
resist
Gunjan
such
Khokar,
slogan.
your fellow ex-student?
Yes, I think I need to, because I think Sir has not really had a Jamia education which nurtures critical thinking. You have to condemn radicalism at all fronts.
What about Islamic radicalism?
We are doing.
What about Islamic radicalism? You can't do whataboutery on that, Akshay.
You have to condemn it.
Recently, Diwali celebration was happening and they created disturbance during the celebration, and one of the students filed the complaint against them, and then he had been beaten before 2-3 days.
Beaten?
Yes.
Where?
In the campus, inside the campus. And I have videos.
Can you?
I'd like to get in once more. Ravi Harja is saying something. Ravi ji. Ravi and.
Yes, sir. I am saying you will see in
And
the
Akhil
report, there have been cases where the people have been punished by just speaking Vande Mataram. The people have been punished by saying Bharat Mata Ki Jai. What is so communal in these two slogans or in whatever it is? Now the gentleman has been asking for the name time and again. I will read out 15 names and you will see he will remain quiet on that. The complainant who has come to us have told us the complaints against people, the register of the society, Mr. Najeem Hussain Jafri.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have time to go through all the names. But I think the substantive issue here is that if there is a sustained attempt to discriminate against non-Muslim students and faculty in the Jamia campus, then the government, which funds this university, must start a criminal investigation. That is the only way.
I would like to respond to your point.
मणिपुर 16 महीने से क्यों चल रहा है? कौन है वो मुसलमान है?
Okay, I'm short of time, so I have to close. We've heard both sides, ladies and gentlemen. More on the Jamia files on republicworld.com. We have a huge debate on the PCB's attempt to hold Champions Trophy events in POK and how we put them in their place on the other side of a short break.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university in the recently released Education World Rankings. A testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked standards in education.